And good morning. Hello. I want to talk today about how to build online effectively using social media. So, what is it that we need to do? What's a really important thing the keystone to building effectively online? So, welcome. And if you're joining me live or on the replay, please say hello and tell me where you're coming from. And if we haven't met before, my name is Dodd, and I'm here to inspire, encourage, educate, motivate you to bring your business online so that you can attract people to you and don't have to chase after anybody, and leverage the power of social media and tips and tricks on how to do that. So welcome. So today, the keystone and what's very, very important about building your business online. So just a preamble to that, I want to tell you a little bit about my story and how that ties in, and to really emphasize the point that I want to make. So I've been doing this industry for a while, off and on with different companies. I would try it. I would attract people, usually my friends and family, and eventually, they would fall off or become disinterested and stop. And I got discouraged. But lately, a few years ago, I started again with a new company, and I was very excited about this because I really believed in the company and the products and thought, okay, well, this is really going to be good because everybody needs this. It's just so versatile and so wonderful. So I started again, but my biggest problem is that lack of prospects, right? People to talk to. Others would rank advance, but not me. So, I would ask my upline, how do I do this? How do I talk to more people, And I was told to make a list of 100 people, to have regular parties and that kind of thing, and, just keep trying. And so then, social media came into it. And so the idea was to post about your company, post 1 to 6, 5 times a day, talk about the products and, all the benefits, the ingredients, and people will be so excited. And, I thought, well, that's all I needed to do, just, display my company, and, everybody needs them. They can help everybody, right? So everybody will be excited. And, but that didn't work either. I was blocked by people. My posts didn't get any comments. There was no engagement. Of course, I was doing this too on my personal page. And at the time, I had limited number of friends on Facebook because it had mostly been, just for family and friends to keep up with. I wasn't that active on Facebook. So basically, all the posting and things were ignored, there was no engagement and that kind of thing. And so what I was doing was I was just being a billboard. I was just in a promotion phase, and it wasn't to my perfect audience. My family and friends are not necessarily, my perfect audience, my perfect prospects, because, they might not have the same interests as me. And so, and I wasn't building that relationship, especially with people that you are an acquaintance with, and you don't really know well. There wasn't that relationship. It was just a promotion. So then I ran into attraction marketing and the concepts with that, and a mentorship program, and I learned a lot more skills, and what that the way that I was pitching products and things like that was just not growing an audience, and it was not effective because I had no influence over that audience. The people that can enroll successfully, they have a following of people who they have an influence over, and so they seem to rank advance, quite easily. And but I didn't have that natural following. So I need to build my audience, and I needed to learn how to do this. And so I'm learning that, and it's making all the difference in the world. And so the couple of tips I have for this. Oh, good morning, Teralyn. Thank you for joining me. Great to see you from Atlanta, Canada. It must be later in the day for you. Thank you. This is awesome to see you. So one of the big things is, who is your audience? Your friends and family probably aren't those people. They might be curious, but it's not sustainable. They might come on to support you, but it's not sustainable. They're not gonna stay forever, and definitely not, or not definitely, but probably not want to build a team. So you want to grow your audience with the right people, the right age group, the right demographics, and that kind of thing. And how do you do that? And so that's when we use these terms like branding, and who do you want to stand for, and figuring out who your audience is. And that another term on that is your avatar, is your perfect person. And so just working that out, and that takes a little bit of thought to it. So working out who your audience is, and then speaking to that person, their pains and their problems. For example, if somebody wants to lose weight, it's not just okay, I'm going to help you lose weight. It's speaking to why they want to lose weight, like for better confidence. Maybe they're getting married, they want to have lower weight for their marriage, or just for better emotions and that kind of thing. So you speak to the real benefits of it. Or if maybe it's aging well, as we get older, we naturally age, but we want to age well. And so why is that? Well, we want to maintain our health, but maybe it's because we want to keep up our energy to stay active, to keep up with the grandkids, to take them to activities, to Disneyland and to the park, and that kind of thing. So really going into the emotional reasons why people want to do things, speaking to their pains and their struggles, and then providing value on that, how we can do that, how we can age well, and tips and tricks on that. And that's going to create a rapport with your audience, and that's building a relationship by being authentic and being vulnerable. So, and it's because you care first, and it's not just a pitch. Sometimes I have gotten friend requests on Facebook, and so I look at their profile, and it looks pretty good, and then I get a message from them, saying hello and that kind of thing, and then around the second or the third message, they're pitching, their products to me, and I think, well, this isn't really real. The whole purpose of that friend request wasn't, to be friends. It was to pitch their information to me on the second or the third message. Well, and so they haven't taken the time, to really, look at, my profile and what I'm about, and, what I need. They haven't even asked what I need, and before, saying, do you want to buy this? So, being that billboard, is just not effective. It's spammy and it's annoying. So, it's all about having an audience and having an influence over that audience. If we market to everybody, then nobody is, our audience, kind of thing. So the audience is the keystone, to building your business. And it does take time, definitely takes time. And you have to earn, the trust, and by giving value and engaging with your audience. So with that, I wanted to say too that there is some training that is available. It was on Black Friday with some mentors of mine, Whit and Carrie, and it's wonderfully done. It's how to, and it's jam-packed full of tips on how to grow your audience, how to engage, and then promote. And and benefits for this also go to a charity, Heifer International, in third world countries, and teaching them how to sustain, farming. So for instance, they give them a goat, and when, teach them how to feed themselves, with this, and how to farm. And then, once the goat has a baby, then they can pass that on. The baby goes to another family. And so it's a wonderful deal, and it's only on for 2 more days at a reduced price. It was not under my control. It's somebody else, but anyway, so I'm going to put the information down below in the conversation, and so be sure to grab that, because that is all about, attracting your audience and growing it and then promoting. So it's jam-packed full of great information, and I highly recommend that. So check that out. It's available for 2 more days. Ends on Thursday night at midnight, I think it is. So be sure to catch that. And so I hope this has been of value to you, and I really appreciate everybody who spends the time to join me. I appreciate your time and your efforts. And oh, you're very welcome, Tara Lynn. My pleasure to be here. And so stay tuned. I will see you again on Friday. And if you've got some value, and anybody else who could benefit from this, please feel free to pass this along or mention their name. And we will see you again. And bye for now. Have an awesome day.